Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Lowry in the WSMV4 Now studio. There is some breaking news that we're following here today. Just this morning, right as our morning team was going off the air today, we got breaking news out of Wilson County that 3 people had been arrested in the death of Mya Fuller. You're looking right now at a photo of Mya, the 22-year-old who disappeared nearly 1 year ago after she worked at Geodis Park one night. Just a few days later, within a week, her body was found in Wilson County. So since that point in August, there has been a ceaseless effort to find out who exactly did this in the search for Mya's killers. We learned earlier today during a news conference from Wilson County authorities that they, not only with Metro Nashville Police, also of course Wilson County, Murfreesboro Police, FBI, Homeland Security, I mean, they had so many entities helping them with this search. So here's what I can tell you. Check this out here. The 3 photos of the 3 people who were just arrested last night, taken into custody. We learned in this news conference just in the last few hours that these 3 people, they began to get some information about these 3 people back in the middle of January. And since then, it's been trying to essentially just get information on these people, find surveillance video. But from left to right, you're looking at Tiana Tipton, who's 21. She's got faces first-degree murder in perpetration of a kidnapping, a first-degree murder as well. And then in the middle, you've got Tyshawn Bowles, who's 20. And then on the right, you have Lamyra Pipkins, who's also 20. They all 3 are charged in the death of Mya Fuller. Now again, Mya went missing after working a shift at Geodis Park, and then again just 22 years old. And this felt like a cold case for all of us who were covering this story because there was no information that police were releasing. But we learned from Wilson County investigators today, specifically Sergeant Walker Woods, that this was a case that not many tips came in for. It was their own police work and their own investigations that led to answers. I want to give you a quick clip from this news conference this morning where they announced the arrests of these 3 people. Check this out.
This was not an ongoing relationship. These parties did not know each other. These were not long-term relationships. These individuals had become acquainted over the course of the previous 24 hours.
Do you know if these suspects have any criminal past?
Not that I can release at this time.
Could more people be arrested coming forward, or is it really just these 3 reports?
As the sheriff stated before, we are confident that we have the people that are responsible for this. We are still soliciting additional information. If anyone has that, we would ask that they come forward. It is still an open investigation, and should anyone else be identified as having any culpability in this, then we would also pursue that as an additional investigation.
Can you talk about the process a little bit? I mean, it was a year ago. Do you feel like you were onto something early on, or months later you crack something and there you went?
So any long-term investigation like this naturally is going to have major breaks at different times throughout the investigation. Certainly we have days that would direct us into different directions. Some main things that we had that happened, as mentioned before, was January the 17th. That was the day that we moved on the people that we believed to be responsible for this. We executed several search warrants in multiple different jurisdictions, utilizing different agencies. That has produced for us a great amount of evidence that has led us to this point today.
What was the nature of the information that led to that break? And did it have anything to do with a tip? I know there's more than $20,000 in reward money, and to that end, is someone maybe in line to get reward money?
So at this point, no one's claimed that reward, to answer your question directly, but additionally, cases like this are very technical in nature. We live in a day and time where there's video footage, there's video surveillance, there's cell phone information. There's so many things that work together to help direct us in the direction of people that we're seeing as persons of interest.
How did you guys come down to these 3?
Again, that's just a combination of multiple different facets of the investigation. Some are technological, some are related to statements that we receive, others are video, so multiple different types of evidence that come together to help paint a full picture for us.
Can you talk about how you took them into custody last night? Were they together? Did you send teams out to surround their homes and take them into custody? Did they surrender, or was there a fight?
Sure. So the Wilson County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division worked very closely with Metro Nashville Homicide Division. They were instrumental in us being able to take custody of these individuals. The Metro Nashville SWAT Division was also part of these takedowns. So we took each of them individually at separate times, but as part of one ongoing operation. They were taken into custody without major incident.
How was Mya killed?
I can't comment on that right now. I apologize. Just for the nature of the ongoing investigation and information that may still be coming in, we can't release that.
Is there any?
Okay, so there you go. That was Sergeant Walker Woods with the Wilson County Police, Wilson County Sheriff's Office. He was the head of the investigation for, again, almost a year-long investigation here. I want to get to some of the details around her disappearance. She was reported missing August 1st of last year and was found dead from a homicide days later, August 6th at Trammell Lane. This was in a rural part of southeastern Wilson County. Investigators have said we don't know if there's a connection yet to Trammell Lane or if that is just where they had left her body. And the Wilson County Sheriff's Office said that their investigation had been very active and it was something that they were trying to bring closure to this family. And we did learn just in the last, 3 months that her family, in an effort to honor her memory, they'd launched the Mya Fuller Memorial Scholarship. They said she was magna cum laude, high school graduate, fierce basketball player. She'd earned several academic honors and athletic awards for her commitment to excellence. And they wanted to honor that. Anybody who also was college bound, they would reward that person, and undergraduate students who demonstrate teamwork, academic integrity, athletic leadership, love of self as well as others, and a desire to attain higher education and athletic goals. So again, a scholarship was just launched just in this year, and it closed, applications for it closed within the last month. So Mya Fuller, again, 22 years old, her body was found almost a year ago. Now today, the new information today is that they have arrested 3 people who they believe are responsible for her murder. I'm going to show you their photos right now. These are the 3 people who have just been arrested. Now, while you were listening to that news conference, that clip from the news conference moments ago, you might have heard the voice of our Marissa Sulik. She is covering this story today. I asked Marissa to hop on with us here and give us some information on what she's working on for this story coming up later. Check this out.
Hey Lauren, we are here outside the Wilson County Sheriff's Office, and this is where a press conference just wrapped up earlier this morning in the murder case of Mya Fuller. Her parents were here today, and they were strong. They really did not show any tears. They had their emotions really bottled up as we heard from investigators a little bit more about these 3 people who have been arrested for her murder. Now, we're told that they really just met each other, Mya and these 3 people, 24 hours before she was murdered. They had never had any relationship prior to this happening, but this investigation, it's still very open. They're still looking for more clues, so they really couldn't tell us much, like how she was killed or how her body, if there was any relation to the 3 suspects in that location. So there's a lot of stuff we're still trying to figure out this afternoon. We're going to look more into some documents and hopefully have more information coming up for you all at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay, Marissa Sulik reporting there, looking forward to her coverage for us later this afternoon, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Also, if this is a story you want to read more about and see some of our past coverage, WSMV.com is the place to go. Also, our free WSMV4 app. This is the homepage of our website, and if you're watching my cursor here, this story is the main story on our homepage. What we get into is this story right here that shows you, beg your pardon, this particular story is what you'll be routed to. 3 charged in the death of Mya Fuller. And it goes through some of our coverage already this morning. You'll see the pictures of the 3 people who've been arrested, some of our past coverage as well. And then also you can watch that news conference in its entirety right there on WSMV.com as well as on our free WSMV4 News app. It's a 12-minute clip, so you can hear from the sheriff of Wilson County. You can also hear more from Sergeant Walker Woods, who is on that thumbnail image right there on the left-hand side of your screen. It is all available for you right now on WSMV.com as well as that free WSMV4 app. You can be sure we'll be covering more of this afternoon and bring you the latest coverage tonight on 4, 5, and 6. For now, I'm Laura Lowry in the WSMV4 Now studio.